The plan is today to shoot this Kibler Fowler. It's never been shot. So plans to fire a few rounds through it. Well, although I am going to be shooting from a bench here, I'm not going to use my normal rest, because this, like I said, this is a Fowler, a shotgun, if you will. Has no rear sight. Has a little bump of a deal out here, and not much. Tiny little thing. Kind of a reference point. So instead of shooting off the bench and your eye position back here is your rear sight. And this gun's going to be used primarily offhand or free-handed anyway. So shooting it off the bench here, rather than bench resting it, I am going to use my elbows. I'm going to shoot off my elbows and see if I can hit anything at all. That's not a good target, because, well, let's just see. Put these earmuffs on here. Prime the pan. And let's just see if I can stay anywhere near on the target. I have no idea where that hit. None. I gotta go check it out. Now I'm only shooting at 30 yards, because what I really want to do is find out if the thing is shooting about where I'm looking. Because I will use it primarily as a small game of turkey and a squirrel gun. And turkey season coming up here in a few days. So basically what I'm going to try to do is come up with a quick load to see what it's going to shoot like as far as the turkey load's concerned. And 30 yards is probably going to be a maximum distance with that straight smooth bore. No choke, no nothing in it. But that one shot at 30 yards hit within an inch of where I was looking. And that's what I'll show you how I'm loading that. That was with 80 grains. And we'll go up to 90 grains. According to Mike Bellevue on YouTube, the duelist, his 20 gauges, he got his best results using 110 grains of powder with a plain ball. Not a patch ball. We're not going to use patches. We're not going to go the patching route. just using a plain ball. Drop down the barrel. Another little wad of tow. Help hold it in place. Trim powder in there. Ooh. Come on. Gotta work on my powder horn strap. It's getting a little loose there. Okay. Try this one now. Man, that hit. I can tell you right now, it hit pretty much right where I was aiming. Oh, 90 grains. Huh. Let's load her up again here. I will go ahead and shoot that 90 grains again. That first 80 and 90, they're right out where I was aiming. We're looking. And like I said, my main thing is I want to see about where this thing's hitting. And at 80 and 90 grains, at 30 yards, it's hitting good. Real good. Need some more tow here. Drop the ball down. She goes all the way. That sure is different. Like I said, I've just always been a rifleman. That smooth bore, that's a little different to me. Quite pleasant, actually. It loads so easy. Like I said, I cannot see good anyway. The sights at 81 years old, I don't see those sights as good. Of course, not much of a sight there anyway. But what there is, I surely don't see very good. I'm just a whole bunch, you might say, guesstimating. Guesstimating where I'm going to shoot. this gentleman go? I don't know. I gotta go look at that. Alrighty. Let's try this one now. Where are we? I gotta go look. Alright. See if I can see where this is going. What's going on here? I don't know. Whoa, that's a pound of powder. Need that much. Flint knife needs to be sharpened already. I don't know. It's a thumper with that much powder in it. And that light gun. Popped my jaw, popped my lip pretty good there. Okay, try one more. I am quite pleased with where it's hit. It's hitting pretty much where I'm looking. If it'll do that when I go up to using shot, I'll really be happy. I'm going to kick this gentleman up to what Mike says his shot really good. That's 110. I've shot 80, 90, we'll skip 100. Whoop. All the way to the bottom. This little lightweight Fowler, it does have a bit of recoil to it. With 90 grain. I suspect it'll have a little more with 110. Suspect that for sure. Alrighty. Let's try this one now. Where we? I gotta go look. One more time. 110 load. 110 grains. That round ball. That's all. They got a lot of lump to it, I'll tell you. That light gun will let you know you pulled the trigger with a heavy charge like that. It lets you know you're doing some shooting, I'll tell you. That flint really might need to be sharpened already. Something is not right. Something is not right here at all. Should not be doing that. So I set me up another target because that one has many holes in the backer, not the target itself, but in the backer and anyway, I couldn't tell for sure where I was hitting on that last one. So I put me up a different target. Should be easier to see. It should catch all the shot. Should catch all the I sure do like hearing that ball just go roaring right down the barrel. That's one thing that's more pleasant than shooting a rifle. Well, if I had it on half cock or comp. I have very little powder in that pan. Oh. Let's just see if that's any different. See where that is. As to why that powder's failing to ignite in the pan occasionally. The only thing I can think of is 2F. But that shouldn't have I still think it'd go off good. I've used reenactor powder and primed with it and had no problem. I don't know if the flint, I changed it, or didn't change it, I took it out and moved it, but it might need to be sharpened, replaced or something, I don't know. Let me try this one last shot here and see what it's going to do. I know one thing, it's got a bit of recoil to it. My God, it's hitting. It's hitting where I'm looking at 30 yards, so can't complain about that. Yes, sir. The round ball loads in it are doing just fine. If you can see it in here now, that lip's got a pump knot on it. Lord mercy. That little lightweight Fowler shooting off that bench, kicking the snot wadding out of this old man. Holy moly. It do kick a bit. That little thin stock up there. Some of them old timers may have been a bit tougher than we are today. All right, with a 61 caliber ball, bare ball, no patch, no nothing, just bare ball. I sort of knew this one was out, but anyway, even count now. I'm aiming right here, taking the 6 o'clock hold. At 30 yards, it's putting them right in there. That's sort of a typical deer distance for us. I mean, you'd get the deer. Okay, now I'm going to start with the number 6 shot and see what we can come up with that. A square load, starting out with 80 grains powder. And an equal amount of shot. So 80 grains of powder. Now I'm going to try sift this over the I don't know about that. I don't know about that. Leave that one down, okay. These are some that I punched out that's actually just a hair bigger than more size. Oops. Uh-oh. Leave that one turned. It did. That one turned on me. Definitely need a bigger head on the rim rod. This one's a little bigger. See what it will do. Okay. That's a couple of wads on it. Now let's get 80 grains of shot. Be an equal volume of shot. That's 1 ounce, actually. And okay. Be my first time ever to, of course, to shoot birdshot out of a flintlock. Again, this would be 30 yards with 1 ounce of shot. And for a couple of reasons. It's hard to shoot off the bench without a rear sight. Since I'm going to be shooting offhand anyway, that's how I'm going to try and see what this does. It's a turkey target out there at 30 yards. Go look at it. That would have killed that turkey, but it probably wouldn't kill all of them by any means, because there's only 2 pellets that are actually really good killing pellets in that spinal column. In the spinal column, I mean, there's shard here and there and everywhere, but think it's shooting out that one low because everything is here and there's nothing above there. So let me get me another load and aim up a little higher. Now this is the load that Mike Bellevue uses in his 20 gauge Fusée de Chat. I think it might be a little bit heavier gun than this one, I don't know. Anyway, it's 100 grains of powder and 2 full ounces shot. Yeah. Let's just see what it's going to do here. Shoot for that thing's head. Again, this is going to be the Mike Bellevue load. 1 ounce or 100 grains of powder. 2 ounces shot. Let's see where this one goes. I really need to get me a bigger piece of paper to shoot at. I can't really determine where the center of my pattern is. I think I'm shooting really low. I think either I'm shooting lower. I flinch like crazy one. I don't know. Usually I don't flinch at all, but Lord mercy, this thing has busted my lip a few times, so maybe I'm getting a little leery of it. I don't know. Anyway, it is super nice light gun with real heavy charges. That don't necessarily equate out to being really comfortable. We shoot at that thing's head at 25 yards. This is my turkey at 25. That's 100 grains of powder and 2 ounces of number 6 shot. I know that's a heavy load, but it would have killed the turkey, that's for sure. I mean, it's nothing like what I'm accustomed to with my super tight turkey chokes and high-tech turkey loads by any means. But it ought to get them. It ought to get them. Well, I've definitely got to do some more load testing, particularly with the Birdshot. And I've got, it's my first day shooting this thing at all. And I am quite pleased, particularly with the round ball, how well it's shooting. But I've got to do a lot of extensive shooting. And today it's just a few shots just with the round ball and the number 6 shot. And I've got to do some real experimenting with that Birdshot. But right now, to 25 yards, I feel quite comfortable shooting at a bird, and probably even 30 yards. But I don't know about any further than that. But anyway, I've got a lot more testing to do, but believe it, let my lip and my jaw heal up a little bit. You know, you can't see it in there, but well, I've got a lump in that lip. I got a marble in my lip, and I got a jawbreaker in my jaw over here. I think with that little, those heavy loads, and an older gun, you know, older style gun's got a lot of drop to it. In other words, it kicks up in your face quite a bit more than modern shotguns, that's for sure. But then again, it's not a modern shotgun, is it? It's quite a gun, I like the thing. And shooting anywhere near, you know, more reasonable or lighter loads, it's fantastic. But I've shot some heavy loads. I mean, 61 caliber with 110 grains of 2F Swiss, and the 2-ounce loads of shot with 100 grains of 2F Swiss. That's pretty potent, particularly for the light gun. But anyway, if you're going to shoot loads like that, you better expect to have a little bit of recoil. That's all I can tell you, because you're going to get it. But anyway, that was my second day with it. Actually, it's my first day with. It's my second day after it's been completed, but it's my first day of actually shooting it. And I'm quite pleased, to say the least, quite pleased. The Kibler makes fabulous guns, and the Fowler's no exception. And this thing's only half finished. It's only half finished. I've got a lot of work to do on it as far as the finish of it and the testing of the loads. I've got tons of that to do yet, but nevertheless, it's been an enjoyable day. I'm probably going to enjoy it the rest of the afternoon too, you reckon? Probably am. Talk soon.